it folds time and space. If you and I can share some tidbit of pop culture, it immediately draws us closer. It immediately shortens the space between us. It creates intimacy. And intimacy is good in television. The other reason is that I'm constantly looking for teaching devices. And if I can find one in pop culture that I think most of us are going to get, then if I do it right, even the people that won't get it won't mind that it was done to them. So I'm constantly looking for a television reference, a movie reference, a video game, or any reference that I can get to fold the space between us. And pop culture is just a really great method for that. And you'd be surprised how obtuse you can be, how vague you can be, and get away with it. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be blatant, it doesn't even have to be something that everybody universally gets. But a lot of people have stuff in their head that they just don't even realize they get, okay? I mean, it's like, if I show you something that's a rip on an Andy Warhol painting, you're gonna get it even if you don't intellectualize it. Or if I do something that's a reference to Gilligan's Island, you know. And after a while, people start expecting them, they'll start counting them. It's like there are more Jaws lines in Good Eats episodes than anything else. Number one, because I freaking love the movie Jaws. And number two, it lends itself perfectly to things about food. You know, I don't know how many times I revealed some ingredient and said this wasn't a boating accident. And to the point where people just expect it. You know, they even though they're not, a lot of them aren't 100% sure what that's from, that's their fault for not paying attention. It was just a never-ending cacophony of whatever was in the zeitgeist at the moment. I only bring up the Jaws ones because I think somebody counted once that there have been some like 38 Jaws references in various episodes, not to mention an entire show about scallops that was a takeoff on Jaws, complete down to the characters. But there were too many to count. I mean, from songs, from books, from whatever was floating around that I could grab and use at any given time. It was interesting that for people of my generation, I didn't even have to grab things current. I could grab things from college, and my audience would still go there because enough of them were my age to where they would track it, or younger people would like it because it was kind of retro, you know. I mean, I could just as easily rip a line from The Third Man as I could Star Wars and get away with it. They didn't mind. Or poetry, or definitely songs.